What's up guys, it's Beastcubing, and today I will be making a tutorial for notation. This is actually a lot more simple than people think. So today I'll be trying to make it as simple as possible. I will just be doing this for 3x3. And so yeah, let's get right into it. First, you're gonna need to know all 6 sides and what letter corresponds with each side. So no matter where you're holding it, doesn't matter where you're holding it, this will be front side, so it's F for front. This is the right side, so it's R for right. This is the left side, so it's L for left. This is the up side, so it's U for up. This is the down side, so it's D for down. And this is the back side, so it's B for back. So that's the easiest part of it. That's not too hard to remember. But now you have to learn what the primes mean, which is the little dash next to the letter. So if it's just the letter by itself, it means a clockwise turn. So F would be just that, but F prime would be the opposite, which would mean counterclockwise. So since it's just clockwise or counterclockwise, R would be this, but L would be this. They go different ways because they're on different sides. So what R is what L prime is, to go the same way. So if you're facing the side and it's a prime, you just do counterclockwise, and if it's not, then you just do clockwise. So R would be this, L would be this, D would be this, U would be this, F would be this, and back would be this. Now for the primes, R prime would be this, L prime would be this, D prime would be this, U prime would be this, F prime would be this, and B prime would be this. Obviously, you don't have to turn the whole cube to move the back. That's not what you want to do, because that actually takes a ton more time than just going like this or like this. Anything without moving the whole cube will take less time. And you can kind of remember it because it's easy to tell which way F moves. So this is obviously F and this is obviously F prime, because counterclockwise and clockwise. And then to remember the back, it's just the opposite of the front. So since this is F, this is D, this is B, and since this is F prime, this is D prime. So that's how I remember. And then there is also a few more things. So now that we know every move, there is also, if there is a 2 after it, that means you move it 2 times. So R2 would be this, L2 would be this, U2 would be this, D2 would be this, F2 would be this, and B2 would be this. And if you do that on every single side, it actually comes up with this cool pattern, which is actually pretty cool. But you can also just do that by doing all of the middle slices 2 times, which is faster. But that doesn't really matter. Yeah, and that nothing with a prime can have a 2 in it, because as you can see, if you do R prime 2 and R2, it's just the exact same thing. So it doesn't matter which one you do. We're going to talk about middle moves. So this would count anything that's like this. So those moves are notated as M, E, and S. So M is for middle, which is this. E is for equator, which is this. Then I actually don't know what S is for, but it's this layer. So you really never use E or S in any algorithms, so I'm not gonna really teach that. You never need to know it. So middle moves are in quite a lot of algorithms. So it doesn't really go by a pattern for M prime and just M. So you just have to memorize it. it's kind of the opposite of what you would think. If it goes up, it's actually m prime, and down is m. So one example of this algorithm is a U-perm. It uses both if you do it this way, which would be M2, which, so yeah, that's what two moves are. Here's an example of an algorithm with a two move, and it also has M and M prime in it. And this is called a U-perm. So it goes M2, U prime, M, U2, M prime, U prime, M2. And there's two versions of this. The other one is just the opposite. So there's one more thing to learn about notation, and if there's a lowercase letter, then it just means to do a double move like this. So undercase R would be this. Undercase R prime would be this. Undercase U would be this. And undercase U prime would be this. Okay, so that's pretty much it for notation. Now you can practice by trying to read the algorithm on the screen, and I will give you a few seconds to do it. So you can pause the video now, and then I will tell you if you got it right. Okay, so this is like the most common algorithm. It is R, U, R prime, U prime. So R is right side clockwise, so, and then U, which is upside clockwise, R prime, which is R side counterclockwise, and then U prime, which is the upside counterclockwise. So this is one of the most common algorithms. It's like the first algorithm you learn. You need it to solve the cube, and it's like the most common small algorithm. Okay, try one more. Okay, this is called a T-perm, and it goes like this. Hopefully you got your cube to look like this. If you did not, you can go watch the video again, this part again, and see what you messed up on. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the tutorial. I hope you learned something. And if this is your first time learning notation and you thought this was a good video, then you should subscribe because I make a lot of tutorials like this. Thanks so much for watching.